Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So you've probably been in this situation before. You're out, maybe at a cafe or in a crowd, and suddenly you catch a girl looking at you. Maybe it's just a glance, maybe it's a longer look. But what should you do next? Well, let me tell you, looking away immediately, that's actually a mistake. When a girl looks at you, she's opening a door, and the question is, do you know how to walk through it? In today's video, I'm going to break down exactly what you should do when a girl stares at you, so you can turn that simple eye contact into something way more meaningful. Ready to learn? Let's get into it. Part 2. Why looking away is a mistake. All right, guys, let's dive in. So the first instinct for a lot of men when a girl stares at them is to look away. You might glance down at your phone, check your watch, or just pretend it didn't happen. But here's the thing, that's a huge mistake. When you immediately break eye contact, you're unintentionally sending a message to her, even if you don't realize it. You're saying, I'm uncomfortable, or I'm intimidated, or worse, I don't think I'm worthy of your attention. And trust me, women pick up on that instantly even if they don't consciously think about it. Instead, when a girl looks at you, hold her gaze for just a second longer than you feel comfortable. Not in a creepy way, but just enough to show that you're confident and unfazed by the situation. It's a subtle signal that you're not easily rattled. And hey, here's a little tip. Add a tiny smirk. Nothing crazy, just enough to make her think, who is this guy? Why is he so confident? This creates curiosity, and curiosity is the first step towards attraction. So the next time you catch a girl staring, don't look away. Embrace the moment. Give her a look that says you're totally cool with it. Part 3. Decoding her eye contact now. Let's talk about what her eye contact actually means. Not all stares are the same, and understanding the difference can really help you decide how to respond. Here are a few key types of eye contact you'll likely encounter, and how you should react. Quick glance, then looking down. If she gives you a quick glance and then looks down, it could mean she's interested but feeling a little shy or nervous. She's probably unsure if you've noticed her or if you're even interested. Hold eye contact just a little longer than feels natural, and then look away. This subtle move tells her that you noticed, and it creates a moment of curiosity. If she looks at you again, that's your green light to approach. But don't rush it. Let the tension build a bit. Long, intentional stare with a smile, okay? This one's pretty clear. If she's staring at you for an extended period and adds a little smile, she's flirting. She's testing the waters to see if you'll respond. Give her a confident smirk or a slow nod. This signals that you're confident and ready to engage, without coming off too eager. You're showing that you're aware of the situation and not intimidated. If you're close enough, you can approach her calmly after holding eye contact for a bit. Looking at you, then whispering to a friend. This is a classic one. If she looks at you and then whispers to her friend, she's definitely talking about you. It's likely in a positive way, but she's testing you to see if you notice and respond. Keep your cool and maintain eye contact for a second, but then let the situation play out. If she keeps looking, that's your signal to move in. If she looks away and doesn't engage again, don't force it. Neutral or blank face, this one can be tricky. If she's looking at you with a neutral face, no emotion or warmth, it could mean she's either zoning out or simply not interested. What you should do. Don't read too much into it. If there's no warmth or curiosity in her gaze, it's probably not worth your time. But if she looks again with the same neutral expression, just move on with confidence. Looking, then looking away, then looking back. This one's a biggie. If she looks at you, then looks away, then looks back, she's definitely testing you. She wants to see if you notice and if you'll engage. This is one of the clearest signals of interest. Give her a confident look back, maybe even raise an eyebrow or give a subtle smirk. If she looks again, go ahead and approach her confidently. She's giving you multiple chances to make a move. In each of these situations, the key is to read the signs and respond in a way that shows you're confident, not desperate. Women are naturally curious beings. And when you handle eye contact with control and confidence, you're making her want to know more about you. So remember, don't be too quick to look away, and definitely don't rush in. Give her space to react and let the tension build. That's when the magic happens. Part 4. How to approach without seeming desperate. Now that you've handled the eye contact and maybe even gotten a few clear signals that she's interested, it's time to approach her. But here's the tricky part. How do you approach her without looking desperate or overeager? A lot of guys make the mistake of rushing in right after a moment of eye contact, thinking that if they don't act fast, the opportunity will slip away. But rushing makes you look like you're too eager, and nobody finds that attractive. Instead, here's how to approach smoothly and confidently. Walk slowly and calmly. When you decide to approach, take your time. Walk like you have all the time in the world. You're not rushing toward her, you're simply moving at your own pace. This relaxed walk shows confidence and control. If you rush, you're likely to look nervous or desperate. Maintain eye contact, but break it gently. As you get closer, you can keep eye contact, but break it occasionally. If you hold eye contact too long, it can feel intense or awkward. But if you break it briefly while walking toward her, it comes off as natural and confident. This gives you a chance to approach without making her feel overwhelmed. Keep your posture relaxed. You want to appear confident and comfortable, not stiff or tense. Keep your shoulders back, your head high, and maintain an open posture. This will make you look self-assured and approachable. A confident man who doesn't look like he's trying too hard is far more attractive than someone who's all tense or hunched over. Wait for her reaction. When you get close enough, don't dive straight into a conversation. Instead, pause for a second, smile slightly, and gauge her reaction. Does she seem interested? Is she making space for you? If she smiles or gives you an open body language sign, you've got the green light to introduce yourself. If she seems unsure or not ready, give her a moment and don't push the conversation forward. This is where reading the room is crucial. The key here is confidence with patience. Don't rush into it. Let the situation unfold naturally. Start with a simple, light opener. Once you feel like the time is right, start with a light, confident opener. You don't have to overthink it, just introduce yourself or make a fun comment about the situation. For example, I couldn't help but notice you've been glancing my way. Should I be flattered or concerned? You keep looking at me. Are we playing eye contact tag, or should we just introduce ourselves? These kinds of openers are playful, non-threatening, and give her a chance to laugh or respond with curiosity. Keep it light, confident, and easygoing. Stay cool and don't overthink it. Remember, the moment you approach her, don't overthink the situation. Stay calm and keep the conversation going naturally. If you've read her signals right and responded confidently, she's likely to be just as interested in getting to know you. The key to approaching without seeming desperate is patience and confidence. Walk slowly, keep eye contact without overdoing it, and always maintain a relaxed posture. Don't rush, let the moment come to you. Women are drawn to men who are calm, composed, and not chasing validation. So when the moment is right, approach her with confidence and you'll be much more successful than if you rush or act needy. Now, let's talk about what happens if she looks away or seems to lose interest. How do you handle that? Stay tuned for the next part. Part 5. What if she looks away or doesn't respond? Okay, so now let's tackle one of the more common and tricky situations. What happens when she looks away or doesn't seem to respond to your approach? It's easy to feel discouraged when a woman doesn't engage with you the way you expected. Maybe she smiles but then quickly turns her head, or maybe she gives you a polite response and then looks away. Here's the truth. It's not the end of the world, and it doesn't mean she's not interested. You just have to know how to handle these situations with confidence and poise. Don't take it personally. First of all, don't take it personally. Women can look away for all kinds of reasons. Maybe she's just shy, distracted, or she might not know how to handle the attention. This is a big mistake a lot of guys make. They assume that if a woman doesn't engage the way they expect, she's not interested. But that's not always the case. It's important to remember that women are human too, and they can be nervous or unsure of how to respond. So if she looks away or seems distant, don't think that it's a rejection. Instead, stay calm, and confident. This is an opportunity to observe how she reacts and to adjust your approach accordingly. If she looks away quickly, test the waters. If you notice she looks away quickly after your initial eye contact or approach, don't immediately walk away or give up. Wait a few moments, and then glance back at her. If she looks at you again, even briefly, that's a clear sign of interest. If she doesn't, don't force it. Just move on and keep your confidence high. If she looks at you again, give her a small confident smirk or nod, acknowledging that you're still there, and then continue the conversation or make your move. If she doesn't look back, it's okay to move on. There's no need to linger in awkwardness. If she smiles but looks away, she might be shy. Another common situation. She smiles, but then looks away quickly. This can indicate shyness or nervousness. It doesn't necessarily mean she's not interested. It might just mean she's not used to receiving attention or is unsure of how to react. In this case, the best thing to do is to maintain steady confidence. Wait a few moments and then try making eye contact again. If she looks back at you, continue with the conversation, but don't rush. Slow and steady wins the race here. If she seems uninterested or looks away and doesn't glance back, sometimes a woman might look at you, then look away, and not make any further eye contact. This could mean she's simply not interested or that she's distracted by something else. If this happens, don't dwell on it. Don't chase her gaze, and don't overthink her actions. If she doesn't look back, it's a clear signal to move on. There's no point in trying to force a conversation when she's not showing any further interest. Instead of focusing on her, direct your energy elsewhere. Confidence is key here. Don't let one instance of non-engagement throw you off. What if she looks at you again? This is the best situation. She looks at you, then looks away, but keeps glancing back. This is your green light. She's testing you to see if you're going to respond, and she's giving you multiple chances to engage. This is your moment. Go for it. Don't hesitate. Walk over confidently and approach her. You can say something like, "I couldn't help but notice you looking at me. Should I be flattered or concerned?" Or even, "Are we playing eye contact tag or should we just introduce ourselves?" Something playful and lighthearted to keep the vibe relaxed. By giving her multiple opportunities to engage, she's showing you she's open to talking, but she might still want to feel that spark before you make the move. Don't rush it. Let the moment build, and when you approach, make sure you stay cool and confident. Remember, don't get discouraged if a woman looks away or doesn't respond right away. Instead, stay confident, read the situation, and be patient. Women sometimes need a little more time to decide if they're truly interested. If she looks away, don't assume rejection. Give her time and look for signs that she's still engaged. At the end of the day, confidence and patience are key. Don't take anything personally and don't rush. If she's interested, you'll know, and if she's not, you'll just move on with your head held high. Up next, I'll share how to handle when she's really into you and how to keep the connection going. Stay tuned. Part 6. What to do when she's really into you. All right. So now we're in a situation where she's definitely into you. You've read the signs correctly, you've made eye contact, and she's giving you all the right signals. Longer stares, smiling, even looking away and coming back to glance at you again. She's testing the waters, and guess what? You passed the test. Now, the next question is, what do you do next? How do you keep this connection going and turn it into something more? 1. Approach calmly and confidently. When you've recognized that she's showing genuine interest, don't wait forever to make your move. But don't rush either. Walk up to her calmly and with confidence. Remember, your body language says a lot before you even speak a word. Keep your shoulders back, your head up, and walk like you've got all the time in the world. The key here is relaxed confidence. You're not running over to her like a nervous wreck. You're just strolling over like you're heading toward a conversation with a new friend. What to say? Keep it simple and light. You could say something playful like, "You've been looking at me all night. Should I be flattered or concerned? I couldn't help but notice you. Should we make this a longer eye contact game, or is it time to actually introduce ourselves?" Keep the conversation easygoing. Women appreciate men who aren't too heavy-handed or trying to impress them with over-the-top lines. Stay grounded and let the conversation flow naturally. Engage in a fun, flirty conversation. At this point, you're no longer guessing whether she's interested. You know she is. So this is where you can really let your personality shine. Don't be afraid to flirt a little, but keep it lighthearted and fun. For example, if she comments on something you're wearing or a situation happening around you, take the opportunity to joke around and tease lightly. Teasing is a great way to build attraction because it shows you're confident enough to joke around without being too serious. Example: if she says something like, "I like your shirt," you could reply, "Thanks, it's my lucky shirt, but I can't. Promise I'll be lucky for both of us." This approach lets her see that you're fun, confident, and comfortable in your skin. Plus, it shows that you're not just interested in her looks, but that you can connect emotionally as well. Don't overdo it. Keep things balanced, as tempting as it might be. Don't overdo the flirty talk or try to impress her too much. Sometimes guys make the mistake of being overly eager to prove their worth. They end up saying things that seem forced or too rehearsed. The trick is to stay authentic and let the conversation develop naturally. This is the perfect time to practice active listening. Ask her questions about herself, but don't interrogate her. Show genuine interest in her thoughts, opinions, and experiences. Women love when a man is genuinely interested in getting to know them as people, not just as potential romantic partners. Example: so, what do you enjoy doing when you're not catching the attention of random strangers like me? I can tell you've got a pretty good sense of humor. Where does that come from? By engaging her with questions that are both thoughtful and playful, you show you're truly interested, and you're not just in it for the short-term attention. Build on the chemistry. By now, you've noticed some chemistry between the two of you. Chemistry isn't just about physical attraction, it's also about emotional and mental connection. Use this time to build that. If she's giving you more signals, keep escalating gently and confidently. How do you do that? Keep the conversation light but deep. Ask her about her passions or what she values. People love talking about what excites them. Show that you're invested in her as a person, not just her looks. Compliment her, but do it in a genuine way. For instance, rather than just complimenting her looks, comment on something that shows you're paying attention to her character or personality, like how confident she seems or how passionate she is about a topic. Know when to end the conversation. Here's the thing: don't overstay your welcome. A lot of guys make the mistake of thinking that once they've started a conversation, they need to talk to her for as long as possible to make a lasting impression. But sometimes, the best way to leave a strong impression is by knowing when to exit. If the conversation is going well and there's a natural pause, don't hesitate to wrap it up with something like, "I've really enjoyed talking to you. Maybe we can continue this conversation over coffee sometime." By leaving on a high note, you leave her wanting more. This is called the push-pull dynamic, where you don't give everything away at once. You keep her intrigued, and she's likely to want to see you again to finish what you started. Part 7. Handling mixed signals and when to move on. All right, so we've covered what to do when a girl is really into you. But now let's address a scenario that happens often: mixed signals. It can be confusing when she seems interested one moment but then pulls away the next. So how do you handle it when things aren't crystal clear? Let's break it down. Recognizing mixed signals. Mixed signals happen when a girl's behavior seems to switch between showing interest and then pulling back. One minute she's making eye contact and smiling. The next she's looking away or becoming more distant. This could happen for several reasons. She may be testing your interest. She could be unsure about her own feelings. There may be external factors like stress or distractions in her life that are affecting her response. What you should do: stay calm and don't overreact. Mixed signals aren't always a rejection. They're just a sign that she might need more time or space. Don't chase her. If she's pulling away, you don't want to appear desperate or too eager. Instead, give her some breathing room and let her come to you if she's genuinely interested. Don't overanalyze every small detail. When you're getting mixed signals, It's easy to fall into the trap of overanalyzing everything. You might start asking yourself questions like, did she like that joke? Or, why did she look away when I said that? What you should do. Instead of overthinking, focus on reading the bigger picture. A few moments of confusion or hesitation don't define her level of interest in you. Focus on the overall vibe of the conversation and her general body language. If her actions are more warm and engaging than distant, she's likely still interested. The hot and cold behavior. What does it mean? You might notice that one moment she seems completely interested, engaging in the conversation, laughing at your jokes, maybe even touching her hair or leaning toward you. The next moment, she might pull back, look away, or give short answers. This hot and cold behavior is common, and it doesn't necessarily mean she's not interested. It often indicates that she's unsure or testing to see how you react. What you should do: remain consistent. Don't let her cold moments throw you off. Stay calm, confident, and keep the conversation going naturally. Mirror her behavior. If she's leaning in, feel free to lean in too. If she pulls back, don't chase her. Stay where you are and give her space. Avoid reacting emotionally. If she pulls away, don't chase her immediately. Stay grounded and confident in yourself. If she's truly interested, she'll come back around. When to move on. There will be times when the mixed signals turn into a more definitive sign that she's just not that into you. If she's consistently pulling away, not engaging, or showing no effort in continuing the conversation, it's time to recognize that and move on. What you should do. Accept it gracefully. If you've tried making small talk, held eye contact, and given her space to engage and she still isn't showing interest, it's okay to walk away. It's important not to take it personally. It just means she may not be the right match for you. Don't linger. Don't wait around hoping for a change. Keep your confidence high and move on to better opportunities. Focus on yourself and your own growth. If you're getting mixed signals, shift your focus back to yourself. Keep improving your life. Focus on your career, your health, your interests, and your personal growth. Women are naturally attracted to men who are constantly growing, confident, and engaged in their own lives. What you should do. Stay busy. Keep yourself involved in things that matter to you. Women appreciate men who have their own passions and who don't depend on them for validation. Build your confidence. Confidence isn't just about how you act around women. It's about being secure in who you are, regardless of whether or not she's showing interest. When you're dealing with mixed signals, the most important thing is patience and understanding. Don't overanalyze, and don't chase her if she pulls away. Stay calm, keep your confidence high, and give her the space she might need. If the signals stay unclear, it's okay to move on. There are plenty of women out there who will be genuinely interested in you. Remember, the key to handling mixed signals is staying consistent and not desperate. Focus on yourself and your growth, and the right person will come along who appreciates you for who you truly are. In the next part, I'll wrap things up with some final tips on making sure you don't miss out on any opportunities and how to keep improving your approach. Stay tuned. Part 8. Final tips and how to keep improving your approach. All right. We've covered a lot of ground so far, but before we wrap things up, let me give you a few final tips to make sure you're always on top of your game when it comes to reading women's body language, especially eye contact. These are small tweaks that can make a huge difference in your confidence and your ability to connect with women. Keep practicing and improving your confidence. Confidence is a muscle that needs to be trained. The more you practice reading and responding to social cues, the more natural it will feel. Whether you're in a coffee shop, a bar, or just walking down the street, take the opportunity to make eye contact and engage with women. This helps build your social confidence and allows you to become more comfortable with reading and reacting to body language. What you should do: practice daily. Next time you're out, try holding eye contact for just a little longer than usual. With someone, whether it's a woman, a man, or even just a stranger. See how they respond. Don't rush it. Confidence takes time, Keep putting yourself in situations where you can practice, and it'll come naturally. Never lose sight of your self-worth. One of the most important takeaways from this video is that your value doesn't come from the attention you get from women. Your self-worth comes from how you see and treat yourself. A man who knows his worth doesn't chase attention. Instead, he attracts it naturally by being authentic, confident, and comfortable in his own skin. What you should do? Work on yourself. Whether it's your career, hobbies, fitness, or social skills, keep improving in all aspects of life. When you feel good about who you are, women will pick up on that energy. Don't settle for less. If a woman isn't showing genuine interest or is giving you mixed signals consistently, don't stick around hoping she'll change. Respect yourself enough to walk away and find someone who truly appreciates you. Use your own unique style of approach. There's no one-size-fits-all when it comes to approaching women. Find your own style of approach that feels natural to you. Some guys are more playful and tease a little, while others are more direct and straightforward. The important thing is to be authentic and comfortable in your own skin. What you should do? Experiment. Try different approaches and see what works best for you. If one method doesn't feel right, switch it up and find a style that fits your personality. Be natural. When you approach women, let it flow. Women can tell when you're being sincere versus trying to be something you're not. So always stay true to yourself. Stay calm. Even when it doesn't go your way, not every interaction will lead to a connection, and that's okay. Sometimes, despite everything going right, she might not be interested. The key is to stay calm and composed, no matter what the outcome is. Remember, it's not a reflection of your value as a person. What you should do? Take rejection gracefully. If things don't work out, don't let it affect your confidence. Just smile, move on, and keep doing you. Use rejection as a learning opportunity. Even if things don't go the way you wanted, reflect on what went well and what could be improved. Use that feedback to keep getting better. Always keep the conversation fun and engaging. When you do approach a woman, make sure the conversation is enjoyable for both of you. Keep it light, fun, and engaging. Women enjoy a man who is not only confident but also entertaining and easy to talk to. A good conversation isn't just about saying the right things. It's about creating a vibe that makes her feel comfortable, interested, and excited. What you should do? Ask open-ended questions. This keeps the conversation flowing and helps her share more about herself. Instead of asking, "What do you do?" try asking, "What's the most exciting part of your day-to-day life?" Share stories. Share funny or interesting stories about yourself. This helps make the interaction memorable and gives her something to think about later. To sum it all up, building lasting connections with women is all about confidence, authenticity, and being in the moment. Practice, patience, and respect for yourself will help you handle eye contact and interactions with ease. Don't chase validation, but instead, focus on becoming the best version of yourself and let women come to you. When you understand the signals, stay confident and remain calm in the face of mixed signals, you'll find that attracting the right women becomes natural and effortless. Keep improving, stay true to yourself, and never stop growing. The best version of you is the one that women will respect and admire. Thanks for sticking with me throughout this video. If you found these tips helpful, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more content on relationships, dating, and personal growth. Stay tuned, and I'll see you in the next one.